Hello everybody and welcome to King Farms here this morning. Glad to have you with us. Alrighty, we are here. Alrighty, thank you guys for tuning in here this morning. Really appreciate it. So we are going to get started here on cutting beans this morning. So let's just look our combine over real quick as usual. Blow that head off a little there. Check my filter here. That gets filthy up in there, so you really gotta blow that out. Blow the cover off. There we go. Just get the rest of this machine here. Alrighty, now, well, I guess we can go ahead and fire up our combine. We'll let this guy, we'll let the combine warm up for a second. We'll run over here to the gravity wagons here, and we'll fire these guys up. Alrighty, now we got to set our GPS track. There we go. And we're off. There you go, it's as simple as that. Dalton, how's it going? Thank you for joining here this morning, and thank you guys for 2 likes. Appreciate that, as always. We will be finishing this bean field this morning and starting on tillage with our 60/30, so I'm really excited for that. This should not take too long here. The bin setup is completed, and yeah, we got just a little bit to work here this morning on the farm. Oh, no problem. And I like your video that you made there, and you're gonna be real good at that, so. Take a look at our used equipment there. Not much in stock right now, but that's alright. Yeah, so we don't got a whole ton left on this field, but these are yielding great up here, so I'd say we got 2 loads left maybe on the wagons. I saw you posted the first episode, but then it went away for some reason. Oh yeah, it's back up, okay. Because I saw it last night, and then because I was on YouTube, I hadn't watched anything on YouTube yet. Because I don't remember what I was doing. I might have posted something, but I was going to watch it later, but then it was gone last night. Oh, okay, alright. Okie dokie, so yeah, we're knocking these beans out here. I put a link to your video in the chat for people so they can go check out your channel as well. Well, bean harvest is a little bit slow. There's not a whole lot here. Oh, we're doing pretty good. Just typical live streaming here in the morning. Not sure how long we'll go for here, but probably a little bit. Probably an hour and a half or so. Maybe longer, who knows. I'd like to get going on some tillage here and fast forward time a little. Because that corn over there needs to come out, but that's only a few acres. But I'd also like to start tillage, but I need to have that 60-30 on the wagons. Whoa. I don't know, I might hire a worker here, but I put in a little bit of gravel at the farm, so I put my money back at $1,771. I put down $384 worth of gravel that I forgot to do. I put in a new lane on the side there, so you can drive out the bin set. You can drive in that side. You can drive in the main entrance, dump your beans, loop around, and go out the side and down the road over and get back to the farms faster. Here's our shaders. There, I made it foggy outside. Oh, I forgot I'm not working with a hired worker here. I'm gonna get fired on my own farm. Yeah, that's a pretty nice shader if you keep your controls in one spot. What do you guys think of this one? We can try another one here. Oh, that's much better. Oh. Yeah, I like that fog. We'll keep that one on. I like that off in the distance. 9:40 in the morning. I could buy this. Looks like we're having a little bit of internet connectivity issues here to the live stream. That's not good. That's never good. Now it looks like it's getting a little bit better. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I'm in 4-H and FFA. I guess I'd be a lifetime member of 4-H, and I started FFA my freshman year last year. So I guess I'm 8-year member of 4-H, I guess. I think maybe. No, that's next year. I'm 7-year this year. Pretty sure I'm 7-year this year if this was my freshman summer of 4-H, and now I'm going into my sophomore year, so it would be 8 this coming fair. So these beans are still yielding fantastic. Yeah, we've done a lot here just in the short 15 minutes that we've been live here. We've knocked out a big chunk of this field, but I have a feeling once we get to these really narrow passes over here, will be. And we've also ran over a big chunk. With this header, it makes it look like you're harvesting still, even when you're full. There we go. So I guess about 4 dumps from the combine is a full tractor load of beans. So, do you guys prefer corn harvest or bean harvest? Let me know in the chat. Let's see, can I do a... Now my mouse won't work. 1 second, people. Sure. You prefer wheat? Okay. So now, why can't I... Well, maybe I'll just have to interact. Oh, my ad block. Okay. So now, I can put a... Come on. Which harvest is the best? And we'll add wheat to there. Corn, beans, wheat. There we go. Now, we're back on the game, and our combine's unloaded. Nope. Did that poll post or not? Let me reload my stream here. It doesn't appear that that posted. Let me know. I've burned about 1.5 tanks of fuel on this field, golly. Did it? Okay, it did. I just can't see it from my end. Yesterday I bought a grain hopper from Menards for my freight train in my next video. The pole worked. Okay, thank you. And yeah, Menards has some cool model railroad stuff. I was in there about a year ago, I guess, and I saw that they did model railroad stuff now. There we go. Yes, model railroading is another one of my hobbies. Me and my grandpa have I guess I don't know how big it is. It's about, I don't know how big it's the size of a room. So it's a pretty big layout. It's pretty cool. I like the BNSF Intermountain locomotive I have with all the detail on it. It's a cool locomotive he's got over there. So I don't own any train sets. I own like actual put the track together yourself. It's my you buy the locomotives and cars separately. And you would build it onto a plywood table, and it's like raised and lowered and tunnels and mountains and stuff. It's pretty neat. Santa Fe steam locomotive. Okay, that's neat. I see some of those actually shoot steam out them, so that's really cool. Those are, if you want the steam shooters, those things are expensive though. Hobby Lobby's also got some of that stuff, but generally they're really overpriced. Oh, okay, mine does shoot steam, but it's from 1996. That's really awesome. Yeah, between my toy tractor collecting addiction and model railroading, I mean, it's almost the same hobby. Because you're just modeling everything, so I can't help myself. Yeah, Hobby Lobby does have HO and Z gauge trains. Mainly their HO stuff is they just got that one little train set though, that Bachmann BNSF locomotive set. Boy, I'm gonna be so glad to be done with this field of beans. I ought to split this up into a couple different fields. I like to chain down my tractors on my flat cars. Okay, so here's a funny story. We have a great train show here in Indianapolis, Indiana, south of me. I live up here in Lafayette. In Indianapolis, they have the Great Train Show, and it's all model railroading. They fill one of the giant display buildings at the fairgrounds with model train vendors. So it's like a farm toy show only for trains. And I found this flat car with a John Deere Waterloo Boy and a Farmall M on it. And I took a knife and I took the tractors off of it, and I still have them. I got one of them down here next to me to this day. This Farmall here. Probably more of a formal H, I guess. So that's pretty neat. So I guess I'm the opposite of you. I take the tractors off and play with them. But I'll still be 80 and playing with my toy tractors, so. I got into something I couldn't get out of when I started collecting toy tractors. Oh, we're almost done here. I'm so glad. But my set came with mini chains. Okay, that's neat. It'd be cool to have a farm display with a model train on it, like S-gauge or something. I'm surprised none of these guys at these toy shows have ever tried that before. Because railroads are a big part of farming if you think about it. I mean, you know, move the grain somehow. Every elevator's got a track past it, here in Indiana at least. Actually, I take that back. I think there's one elevator out in the middle of nowhere with 2 giant bends, and there's nothing near it. O gauge with 1/64. Yeah, and a lot of these guys who buy corn for their model farms are using that O gauge corn at Hobby Lobby. Or that repackaged O gauge corn, but it's all O gauge stuff, so I wonder what the scale difference really is between the two. Wonder what the difference between O gauge and S gauge is. I have a little sheet that says it somewhere. It's inside of a magazine. Well, it's not inside of it. I put the paper in the magazine. You know what I mean? Okay, we're manually cutting this here. Gotta put my pipe in so I can see. O gauge is 1/48 and S gauge is 1/64. Okay, so O gauge is, I guess that's significantly bigger, but I mean, in terms of the train locomotives though, if it's a little bigger than your trucks and cars and tractors, like I used to, like, Hot Wheels cars look okay with HO scale, because it's like you buy those dinky little model cars and trucks and stuff to put on your layout, and in 1/87 scale those things are expensive, you know. What is wrong with my combine? Well, that sucks. This thing's not going much faster than we go. Back to in cab here. We should be done with this field. Before I leave, do you have any cattle? No, sir. But thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you tuning in here this morning. And thank you guys for 3 likes on the stream. Appreciate it as always very much. Y'all have been very supportive here and I appreciate it very much. Thank you. And I'm gonna miss that little strip there. We're not going back to get that. Yeah, we're done. Tillage is gonna be fun though. I got that case ripper here. A 5-shank ripper on the 6030. It'll be a pull for it, but it says 170 horsepower and 6030. In real life, most of them are 200 or more, but this is 175 here in the game, so it'll pull it. But it's gonna be some fun tillage here. We're gonna rip, I guess, probably rip this field first, or at least rip part of it here in these compacted areas. Rip around the fire, because we had a lot of trucks and stuff over there in the field. I'm interested to see what my poll is at. I can't wait. Oh, I just want to see that. Okay, 50-50 here with 2 votes. So vote on the poll if you guys haven't already here. Very interesting. Wheat and corn is tied, people. If you like beans, now's your time to speak up. I vote for corn, but I'm not allowed to vote. But corn with the 7720, heck no, I hate these offset cabs. Corn with a 9770, oh boy. Now you're talking. I'll probably rip this good yielding stuff up here just to keep it yielding good. I want to see if we can get, let's just do something wild. Let's see if we can get like 300 bushel corn off this next year. And no, that wild thing was not dropping the header. That was my fault. And there we go. Hey, it's gonna be close. Do you guys think we'll be able to? No, I think we'll have to dump before we finish this. Yeah, with the way these are yielding, I'll have to dump here. So, yeah, we're gonna need to bring the 6030 over here in a second. We'll probably wait till it's full, but we probably got about a pass and a half here or so. I'm back. I had to do chores because it is raining. Let's check the weather radar here, see what we're supposed to get. Oh yeah, it is raining here. There in the Midwest a little bit. I'm not in any way affiliated with the company I'm about to talk about, not sponsored, nothing. But Radar Scope, the radar app, 10 out of 10, $9.99. I'd buy that on the App Store if I was anybody. That is the most accurate weather radar ever. You never need to listen to another weatherman as long as you live. If you have that app, it's that good. You guys gotta check out Radar Scope. I wish they'd sponsor me because I'd love to tell people to buy their product, but yeah, I'm not at all affiliated with them though. Yeah, it's hit and miss there. With this radar though, I've never had a time where I've not known what the weather's doing. Oh, and I'm full. I'm looking at the chat and my combine's full. Look at that 6030 roll call. Those LSWs are beautiful. The question is, will they have to dump this guy? Because I could technically run the combine loaded a little bit down the road. What is the rarest farm toy I own? That is a great question. Shoot, that is a wonderful question. I have the Farm Show 9670 that was mislabeled and produced as the 9770 STS. I got that in the box. I got the box still. And it's all in mint condition. I haven't even opened the corn header up out of the package. It's got that offset bean head with it. That's a pretty rare toy. I don't know how many they produced. I'd probably go with that's the rarest one. Obviously I have a few custom things that I've made. I'm working on a 5020 sound guard conversion right now. Oh, I guess I've really been putting it off because I started that back in last December. That'll be pretty neat when I get that done. I really like those new gens with the sound guard conversions. Yeah, I'd probably go with the 9770. I got one of those introduction 715 quad tracks, but I don't think that's too rare. I'm just trying to look around and see what I got here, but I got a Waterloo Works 8R from like 2009. It's pretty rare, I think. So it's probably some of that older stuff. What is the rarest farm toy that you own? That's a good question. The rarest one I own is either my inbox National Harvester Convention X9 1000 or my Johnny Lightning Dodge Charger. That X9 sounds pretty cool. It just impresses me how much value some of these toys can have. It's almost worth investing. I feel like I'm doing good by buying toys. It's just like the normal, but it says National Harvester Convention. Alright. Oh yeah, little triangle we got left. Crazy how much they're charging for farm toys, model trains, and Legos. Don't tell me about Legos. I used to do that. For 4-H I did that project. I've been in that, well I guess not did, but I'm thinking about not doing it anymore because that's just pay to win, man. Those things are expensive and pointless to buy. I just don't understand why plastic is so expensive. I occasionally buy some. Well, it's like some people buy a crap ton of those, and it's like, for what? When I'm talking a crap ton, I mean like a whole room full. And you go out and you see those things on the shelves at stores, and they're $200 for a kit with a bunch of plastic parts in it, and it's like, really, man? Plastic model semis. I've always wanted to try building a model or something. I should do that on a live stream sometime. Get like a model pulling tractor or something. Yeah, but the farm toys, I mean, right now, they're, like I was talking about the other day, they're re-releasing all those Authentic series things. So, I mean, it's kind of worth it to buy those, because if you look at what an Authentic costs right now, it's insanely high. So it's kind of like, yeah, buy this, because here in 5 years it's going to be unaffordable again. But on the other hand, it's like, holy crap, $40 for a tractor. Erdl used to do some model tractors, and you mean kits by that, don't you? Almost done, people. Look at that. We got nothing left. Yes, kits. Okay. Alright. That'd be a good thing to look for on a garage sale. some kits. What the? Unfold my header. For what? I just ran over perfectly good beans again. And again. Are you kidding me? That sprayer there is barely no photos or listings of it. Did I break a sickle section? No. I just keep forgetting to put my stupid head down. I'll just say I did. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. And here we go, everybody. After hours and hours and hours of working on this field, it's done. Woohoo! It's over. I'm done playing Farming Simulator now. Just kidding. I've never been more happy today. I'm done cutting beans. Time to move on to corn harvest, then wheat harvest. Please fit on this wagon. It might. Hooray! Yeah, you guys finally get to watch something different, because basically every time I've sat down to play, I've been live. Figured might as well. So you guys haven't gotten to see much new content here on the live streams besides cutting the same dang field of beans. Most people will do work behind the scenes or cheat in or have something new in the episodes. Okay, now we need to throw our flashers on. And yes, we are going to put our corn head on and drive down and maybe shell a little corn, but probably holding off on that till February. What is my favorite toy is, I can tell you that instantly, it's my Authentics 1/64 scale 8530, 100%. My Ertl Authentics 1/64 scale John Deere 8530 is the best thing ever. That tractor is beautiful. That's a beautiful tractor. And it's got an opening hood. The flashers move in and out. The mirrors move. The door opens. The steering wheel rotates with the swiveling axle. The hood reveals detail underneath. It's all die cast, even this exhaust pipe. 3-point hitch. Realistic drawbar. John Deere Premier 8430. Then you'd love this 8530. obviously you can tell I like my 2000s equipment, my 2009 to 2011 equipment here. I don't think it's too obvious here that I love my 70 series combines and my 30 series tractors, but I got a video of an 8430 here on my channel. Actually, it's with a Kraus tillage tool here from a farmer I know quite well. Yeah, if there's ever a 30 series tractor or combine, a 70 series combine, 8300 and an 8430, okay. That's exactly what I'm getting to here. This farmer runs an 8100, an 8100, an 8300, an 8430, and apparently an 8120. So you're kind of in line with this guy's setup, I guess. There we go, we barely got out of that shed alive. This guy's 8300 has front duals though on that. That's a beautiful tractor. Beautiful tractor. Now, if we really wanted to here, we could get out of the month of November and get some snow on the ground. Or we could just keep going. So, do you guys want to fast forward to some snow? Or do you want to keep going here in November with the fall weather? I'm game for either, but now I'm turning around because I looked down at the chat and it's my turn. Okay, whatever floats my boat. Okay, well, I might fast forward, I don't know. Kind of like to get going on this corn a little. So this corn head, the cylinders don't. It's interesting here. This looks like a little bit too new of a head for this combine. Yes, Dalton, then you should make some real life farming videos too. That'd be real cool. Whoa there, no GPS on the road. So, the great thing about the cornfield I'm going to right now, guys, is that all the end rows are already done. My microphone fell over there. Yeah, so all the end rows are done up here, so I can dive straight into this. I hate end rows. Well, you know what? We're gonna go ahead here. So my combine is too broken down to run this header. Okay, so whoa there. Okay, now we're on our GPS, so yep, there we go. Taking corn. There's not too much going on now, so waiting for fall harvest. Same here. Seed corn harvest is going on, but other than that, there's nothing. Well, seed corn harvest will be going on here at the end of August. Detasseling and male roast is what they're doing right now. So that's about all the action you'll see out in fields here where I'm at. Well, golly, we've been going on for an hour here. I'm waiting for my sweet corn to ripen is it just me, or has sweet corn been really late this year? So, you planted yours late? Well, it seems like the stuff that was planted good here has been late. I mean, things have just started to pick up here, but usually it's, I don't know. Move things around here. There we go. Much better. Looks like there's a little bit of dip in the field here. Waterway. Well, I'm really glad to be finally settled down on a map in this game. That takes a lot for me, guys, because, you know, I'm jumping around saves. If you go back and look at my live stream history, I mean, heck, we've jumped around with different equipment on tons of different or on the same map, and we've done, I mean, this, if you go back and look, we're on Tahitian County this spring for farming with nothing, but which is what we're basically doing right now. But then, I mean, we were basically on the map Tahitian County forever, but on a ton of different things. And then we had Deer Creek, we had that Michigan 16X map, we had a 2-hour stream on there, and then it was back to where I was starting out, first ever live stream. So first map we've really settled down on. I'm gonna try to get my grandparents Ferguson to run again to do tillage. That would be awesome. There you go. One of my friends has a Massey that he's been working on, and it runs, so shout out to Jared. Oh. Yeah, we're already 87% full here. Oh, well, that this field done in no time. It has a tiller on it, and they have a 3-point disc. Awesome. How wide's the 3-point disc? Rolling coal with the 60/30. About 10 feet, okay. I would like a John Deere 330 tractor. I think those things are neat little things. 330U, I guess, because I want the smallest one, utility. I think that's about the smallest tractor Deere ever made. Put a new carburetor on it, okay. Well, that'll be nice for you when you get that done. I can't believe the 630 struggles so much with these wagons here on the hill. A 430 crawler and a 1010. A 1010. A 1010 would be awesome. I mean, obviously the 1010 would be the dream tractor for me right now, I guess. I would love to have one of those. I just don't have anywhere to put it. An 8N. Exactly. That's what I was talking about the other day here. Those things are awesome. Alright, I'm a deer guy, but I could almost guaranteed be converted. Well, I guess I can't say I'm fully a deer guy, because I do like my New Holland, so I guess I gotta do like my Ford. But blue and green, I do like some of my New Holland. But yeah, those 8Ns, those can get. They have 30 horsepower. They got the hydraulic 3-point. They got 30 horsepower in that tiny little thing. Yeah, Ford did make a couple combines. I just can't believe how they. And some of those guys put those, big old motors in there. Start cranking out the horses. There we go, we're dumping. This is much easier to dump here. Kloss and Oliver, yep. I didn't know Oliver was affiliated, but I knew Kloss was. Still dumping. Boy, isn't this fun. Okay, we're good there. Now I gotta unload the rear one, and let's see. We're 1% full. I guess here, and whenever I get time, I would like to transfer everything from, and this'll, I dropped my mouse. Whenever I get time, I would like to transfer everything from those bins over here, so I could sell those bins and get rid of them. How many acres does my model farm work? Well, since I was reading on this the other day, 3.26 feet, 3.26 feet is equal to an acre. So, well, 3.26 by 3, I think, is equal to an acre. So, I don't know, I'd have to measure that up. I'd like to say about 1,000, though. Probably not, though, if you're going realistic. In theory, 1,000 on my carpet. 60. This new one I'm building will probably farm about 60 acres. maybe 80, maybe 120. But I'm building a model farm based off of the equipment you see in this live stream. And I'm talking down to every last detail. So that'll be really neat when I get that done. I have a little bit of internet issue there, I see. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. $2,000 farmland and 500 grass. Kilbros wagons in the 90s. Interesting. I didn't know they made Kilbros. I knew they had some M&W ones, some unbranded green ones, red ones, and orange ones. Did they ever make any cat ones, I wonder? Or I might just get a Ford L9 grain truck and forget all the wagons. But they don't have a mod for that on Farm Sim. They made yellow ones? Okay. Interesting. This 6030, alright, is surprisingly a really awesome grain cart slash wagon tractor. Because that has great visibility out of these cabs. And that's what I hate about the sound guards. They don't have any visibility. They got that big old pillar in the front. I wish Earl made some of the Farm and Country sets. Right now, that would be really awesome. Oh, I feel like that would be a hit with a lot of these. A lot of these collectors would really like that. Something tells me we're going to be taking out trees back here and squaring this field out. So I had an idea here a while back for Erdl to make some really undetailed tractors. I'm talking like no model number stickers or anything, no stickers, just like the base painted, like maybe not even paint it, but like tractors and stuff. I wish they'd just sell them and let us customize them basically for the custom guys. I feel like that would be really cool for them to do that. Just make the diecast. The Holy Grail would be the farmstead set or the sale barn. They also had a tractor pull one that was kind of neat too. I guess they continued making that grain bin one, and they got that ugly New Holland barn. Because I've seen a lot of blue barns in my life. I don't really understand the New Holland barn set. Why they couldn't have done that with Case. Made it a red barn. Or a white barn. Hey, look at that up there in the mirror. The mirrors actually work on this combine. Black roof version of the 2-story farmhouse. Those houses are expensive nowadays. So 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, now we're opening up a new part here. Throttle back up. Give us more variety, yeah. It would be nice if they put, like, the decals in with the equipment, because, like, think about it. Like, the S790 combine, you could have made that an S760, an S780, you know. Unsealed for Christmas and the bags were untouched. That's crazy, man. But yeah, I mean, but my top things that I want Ertl to bring next year, I'd like a Prestige 4440, because if you think about it, they got the 4840, the 4450, and that's like it for Soundguard tractors with cab glass in them from Ertl. So it'd be really neat to have like 4430 or a 4440 with cab glass in it, because they haven't made much Soundguards with cab glass. A shop pack with a project tractor and tools, that would be neat as well. And they used to make those kits, you know, where you could build the tractor yourself, and they came in like a build-it-yourself kit with a screwdriver and all the parts. I think they made a quad track, a Case combine, like a 9400. I don't know what else they made. Darn. They made a lot of stuff there. More variety for classic combines. I know a lot of people that collect a lot of farm toys, but nobody has more combines than me. I got like 26 combines in my collection. I'll have to put up, actually, since I took the picture of them all lined up, I've had like 4 to my collection, and I took that picture in like February. So I'm a combine, I guess even in real life, you know, like, in terms of when I go to like a dealership, I'm a combine man. Alright. Tractors are awesome. I love tractors, but somehow I'm always more interested in combines. I don't know how I always end up looking at combines. I always get caught up with my combines. And when I'm talking like 26 combines, I'm pretty sure that's the number I have. On my actual model farm board right now, I have 5 combines on the just little grass thing I have here. I don't really like the wheels on the 9610. Me neither, but they made those wheels on the 9510 with cab glass, so I could see why they redid it that way. Because they already knew it would fit. They already had it done. guys are gonna have to start telling me when I'm overflowing with corn. Cab corn is what I want to see them on for in FS25. And I got another idea for FS25 mods or base game, but I know they're not going to listen. Up here on the feeder house, you see there on the feeder house, that should have corn stalks, trash up there. It should be filthy. It should be dusty. There should be corn stalks, bean dust, corn dust, stalks, cobs, all that stuff up there on the feeder house. Because you know, everything up there, it's always filthy. It's always filthy up there. So I wish that had more to it. I remember when Ertl had a license to make gleaners. I love my gleaner R52 with cab glass in it. Now, it's got cab glass, but it doesn't have any interior in it, which is the odd part. It doesn't have a seat or a steering wheel or anything. It's just clear cab glass, and it's that blue tinted glass. It's beautiful. Let me see if I can name all of my combines. Alright, the Prestige 7150, 7250, New Holland CR 890, New Holland CR 990, John Deere S790, John Deere S680, John Deere 9860, John Deere 9770, John Deere 7720, Turbo Titan 2, Case 168 or 1660 Axial Flow Gleaner R52, Case IH 9250, shoot, what else? John Deere 9510, John Deere X9 1000. I could keep going on. Well, 7800's the steering wheel would fall out. But you can see I'm a very avid combine collector. I don't mess around with my combine game. I know there's stuff I didn't name still. And I still want the Cat combine. They're coming out with a John Deere S780 on tracks. So, you know, there's a lot of good stuff in the combine world, guys. '95 with cab glass is another one. Yeah, I love that too. Yeah, you got a good point there. That is one I would love. I wish they made like a 9400 with cab glass. A 9400 with cab glass would be awesome. Yeah, 95 though. That's a good classic machine there. Have I ever played Farming USA 1 or 2? So, no, I have not played either of the Farming USA games. Well, actually, I take that back. Yes, I have played Farming USA games, but I don't own them. But I asked someone else if I could try it out, and I did, and I hated it, because I hate the controls on there. And I don't remember how they work, but I just remember I didn't like them. So I dumped the game because I didn't like the way the controls worked. But American farming is definitely the best game. I even kind of like that more than actual farm sim here, I'm not gonna lie. I really like American Farming. And if you play that game with a controller, it's so much nicer. And if you screen mirror American Farming to one of your TVs, if you screen mirror American Farming to your TV and play with the controller, boy, that is like a console game all of a sudden. FS18. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about FS18, I guess. So, FS18 is a solid game. I really do. I think it's a very solid game. They need some sort of other combine option. They needed one more combine. They need a case combine or something. But the game was set in like Arizona. Like, you know what I mean? The setting of that game was like the desert. Yeah, I know they added an 8R on there and they added a 7R on 16. And they made 18 free. 18's free now on the App Store. But like 18, they should have had cotton in there, cause out in that area of the country, they grow a lot of cotton. You know, it was like set in Arizona. I've seen a lot of cotton in West Texas, Arizona. They grow a lot of cotton there. That would have been nice. That's the one thing. One more combine, add cotton, then all of a sudden that desert setting isn't terrible. It was like you're growing canola in Arizona and you're growing like sugar beets in Arizona. But yeah, I agree with you. And a grain cart, maybe. A grain cart. In all those old FS games, they never had grain carts. And they really made an improvement on American equipment in Farm Sim 18. But they could have added a grain cart too. But like, there's very few things. For Farm Sim 18 and Farm Sim 16, there is very few things that I could suggest to make improvements. Like, they really did a solid job on those games. They really didn't need it because the fields were smaller. Yeah, but oh my god, I'm running into a tree. I looked down at the chat, and this is what happens when I try to be interactive on the stream. I just end up crashing my combine into the tree. They really didn't need it because the fields are smaller. Yeah, I agree. Still would have been kind of cool, though. I mean, that's the other issue they had. The fields weren't very big, and they were all square shaped. That's what I like about American farming. The fields have actual shape to them, you know, they're real. Even in like FS20, they're still square shaped, you know. I don't know about 23, because I hate 23, because they have zero selection of equipment. And it's pay to play. You pay for the game, and then you gotta pay for all the good equipment DLCs. They should have not put out FS23, and they should have just did a big content update. Maybe like a paid content update to 20. When am I going back? I go back on Tuesday. %full here. Well, we might get to do some tillage today, people. I didn't think that I was gonna actually cut this field, but I guess I am. And after this, I promise there's no more harvesting for a while. We got some ear corn picking, but I can do that and all the way up until like the end of February, so. I go back on the 19th and starting on the 17th. Okay. I'm hoping we could get some money for this corn. Time I shut those blinkers off. I love my flashers. I'm gonna have to run this gravity wagon probably playing football this year again. Okay. I played football back about 3 years ago. Then I became water boy. That's the lame story of my life. I was all pro water boy though, you know. I would have got thrown in the game, I bet. The NFL was out there scouting me. They're like, man, he fills those bottles quick, you know. Those days are over. Center and nose guard, okay. So you're up in there in the heat of things. So that head, get the head down. There we go. I think since I don't think those wagons are all the way full, so I'm gonna just fill this combine up, dump what I can on there, and then take the tractor, because even if I do it now, I'll still have to stop the combine, so there's no point. I need to buy a drone and get some drone shots here. If I'm going to shell the corn, could I get a unisystem? Okay, so I had one of those, but the mod sucked. So I used a John Deere 3-row picker. And I pull that with the 730 diesel. So it's a pretty good setup like that. It's not, well, yeah, the mod did suck because like it let you harvest at 21 miles per hour, and then it would like tip backwards. It needed a little bit of work. Let's just say that. I really wish they'd add seed corn and sweet corn. I would mod. I just am not good. Like, I'm good with the computer stuff. I'm just not, like good with it. If someone teaches me how to use a program, I'm great with it. I can teach someone else how to do it. But if I don't know how to do it, then it's really hard for me to figure out how to do things. But modding is a whole new thing to tackle. Hey, we'll see you, Dalton, and I appreciate you stopping by here this morning, and you have a good rest of your day. And everybody else that's watching, go check out Dalton's channel and support him as well. Appreciate you for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. So we are just about full here, so we're going to go over here and dump this load. Well, no we're not. We're going to back up. We're going to cut till we're full. And then we'll bring the 60/30 over, since I already have to take that back to the farm. There we go, that's a better plan. 98% full. Are you kidding me? You're telling me I was that close to finishing 3 stocks? Oh boy. I did a terrible job of lining that up. Okay, now we're full. This thing's struggling to pull it. Good thing we got this out before these fields got muddy. Would have been slopping and sliding everywhere. I would have had to lease something. Now we're pulling hard. Look at all that coal. Beautiful. We're barely gonna make it up this hill, I have a feeling. We are rolling coal. 50-50, 2 votes. Alrighty. So we're unloading. There we go. So just getting this corn out. Trying to finish this field up this morning. I appreciate 3 likes on the stream, guys. I really do appreciate that. Thank you guys who have been tuning in here. I think we're coming up on about 2 hours here. We'll probably go for a little bit more. I'd like to drop some sort of tillage tool into the ground. So I really would. That's my goal here today. So I just want to be able to get you guys, show you my tillage setup. So I really like this second entrance I put in and exit. Someday I'll probably have a scale over there. So let's see how this guy does here going down the hill. I'm excited to get the ripper on the back of this thing. I really am. Trying to hurry up with corn harvest because we'll get the combine going again though. I'd like to unload the rest of what's in there. Hopefully this is the last of what we have to truck up to the farm. Bring this down here. hop on over to the combine. And cut the last row here. So you can see our monitor over there on the corner post on the right side. That is our GPS monitor here, and that's what allows me to make these rows here. There we go. Somehow the tractor got way far away. Taking forever to dump. See, the AC unit's working hard up there on top of 6030. Cooling nobody in there. Those fans are spinning quick. Go. Finish that right there. Whoa, whoa. There we go. I guess I'll finish out this little bit over here before we move over. There we go. I'm real excited to have all this harvesting done. So I gotta think about where we're gonna do this first round of deep tillage at. Oh. I did not mean to press that. I meant to press Alt. Thanks. Alrighty, folks. We almost done here with harvest. And that is the 2-hour mark on our stream. Appreciate you guys for sticking around with us for 2 hours here. That's awesome. That is awesome. So 2 hours, that is our longest stream of this series so far, so appreciate you guys for staying tuned here. We are not done yet either. Believe me, we have a lot more to go. The other side of here, now I don't know how much tillage I'm going to do, but I'm at least going to drop it in the ground and get going. And that'll do it for this side. We'll dump what we got here onto the wagon and finish out corn harvest. And then all we have left is your corn harvest, but we'll do that when it's snowing. That way that's all dried down. .5 hours on this combine so far. fill this wagon. I did fill that wagon. Okay, so we'll dump the last 7% of this onto this wagon. Now we're done there. And we have just, I forgot to look at how that was yielding. Pretty good. Oh, there's barely anything over here. I thought we had a ton. Well, I'm happy now. We're cutting. There we go. Oh yeah. Look at that, we got like 2 passes left. I was happy when beans were done, but now I'm real happy. Get what I missed there. Usually I don't go back to do that kind of stuff. Here we go, folks. Here we go. It's the end of grain harvest 2024. It's in the books for season number 1 here. That's all. We'll run over here and dump this, and we'll be back to the farm. We'll get these gravity wagons put away. I am excited. Here we go. Turn the flashers on. One fire. That was, I guess the fire was probably the highlight of this harvest season, but the good bean yields were also a highlight, and the new bin setup. Very eventful harvest for not being a This is the first time you guys have ever seen me get through harvest on a map. This is the first time I've ever finished harvesting on a map before switching to a new map. Well, we don't need the map anymore. And we're running back to the farm. Those beans still need cut. Even the combine struggles getting up this hill a little bit. Oh, I think I got a good clue why. My header reel was still on. Not harvesting anything on the pavement. I love the mirrors on this combine. You can see all those cars back there and the fog and my reflection in the mirror. That's really cool. Well, year one for the old 7720 is in the books. See, even it's automatically shutting off. Even the combine wants this whole harvest season to be over. But we are finally done, people. Why? Oh, okay, I thought my door was only half open here. I've never actually had to fit this thing in the shed before, so what we're probably going to do is put our implements, like the planter and stuff, outside. We could put up a little lean-to shed, but we're probably only going to have the combine here in this shed, so just a little heads up about how that's going to work. Does that combine have grain? No, okay. I feel like these wagons ought to be a little bit more full, but maybe not. For some reason, my engines are dying. That's a beautiful sight there. 60-30, hauling grain. My favorite grain hauling rig. Nice fields there. And then on to tillage. Hey, time on the game and time in real life is starting to match up, guys. It's 10:42 on there. It's 10:44 in real life. Hey. .1046 on here now and 10:45. I can't believe I got that to pretty much match up. It will match up here in a second. This is what it looks like outside right now. That's crazy. Shoot, we'll be at 2.5 hours here before this stream's over, maybe 3. This thing is hauling beautifully now. I wish this air cleaner wasn't so dang bulky. I might have to do a little customizing here and raise that up out of the way. Put a turbo turbo 2 on here. Raise it up, skinny it up. Here we go for our final dump in the bins. I want to see what we get to on these bins. Only 1% full, but that's with 50,000 liters. Yeah, these bins are way too big for us. So how many bushels is 5 million liters? I'm out here running equipment from the 70s with bigger bins than most guys. I'm farming like 60 acres. That's a pretty view from the top though. was a pretty abrupt fall. So 1% fall in the end. These bins were too big. But it'll pay off later. Later in my farming career here. Okay, so we're done with those wagons for the year, so we'll leave those here. And now we're coming into the shed. Not to end the stream, but to get tillage like I promised everybody, so. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Nagging thing here. Get me some super strength. Okay, now we can shut that off. And we will hook this guy up, and we're ready. We're gonna go down here and do a little ripping here in the bottom of the field. And then we're gonna have to, I want this field to be all one. I don't like the terrace deal. I want it to be all one big field. Okay, so here we go, folks. We're lowering our ripper into the ground. And hey, I lived up to my promise on this stream. We have begun tillage. Look at that beautiful job. Alrighty, so let me turn this guy around. Alrighty. Deep ripping rig. A little bit of red, a little bit of green. Hey, it's looking good to me. Listen to that thing roar. Here we go. Looking good. We'll finish out this little triangle patch here. These LSWs make this look like a mean setup. and we're going to drop that down. And there we go. Alrighty, folks. So we have begun our tillage. This is a beautiful rig here. We finished that triangle up there. I think I'm gonna call it here for the stream today, guys. We've gone for about 2.5 hours now. 11 o'clock here, so you guys enjoy the rest of your days. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's been a good time today. I appreciate everyone who has tuned in and supported us here today. We got 3 likes on the stream. I appreciate that, and we had a lot of viewers here, and I really appreciate everything from everybody today. But yeah, that's about where I'm gonna end it today. I appreciate all of the support from everybody, and yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, doesn't that 60/30 look slick? So we are going to call it right there. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And we will, as always, we will see you in the next one.